pressed on this video, you are my type of person. Because here's the thing, I'm going to be very straightforward with you in this video. I am not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm just going to give it to you. Because I believe that you came here to find an answer. You came here to hear me out. So instead of me wasting your time, I'm going to give it to you straight. And the whole title of this video is Do It For Yourself. And the reason why I said do it for yourself is because everything in life, everything that you want to accomplish, whatever you have to do, at the end of the day, it's going to be on you. I swear on everything. It is going to be on you. No one's going to come and help you. No one is going to come and try to save you. At the end of the day, it's all on you. But here's the thing, I believe that you already know that. I feel like everything I just said, you've already know all that stuff. I don't have to say that. I feel like if you are watching this, it's because you are tired of doing something for other people. I'm assuming that if you are watching this, is because you actually want to stand on your own and accomplish something because of you and nobody else. Because when I was younger, there are certain people that I wanted to please. There are certain people that I wanted to do it for. I wanted to do it for my friends, but that's not the case anymore. You want to do it for yourself. Just like me, I wanted to do it for myself. Everything that I do currently, it's for myself. Obviously, I want to make my mom and my parents happy, but at the end of the day, I want to leave a mark on this earth. But here's the thing. You also want to do that. And you keep saying that you're going to do it, but you don't. You don't do it. You don't do anything about it. You keep giving yourself excuses day after day. And deep down, you know that. You know that you keep giving yourself excuses and giving yourself freebies. You keep waiting for the right moment, for the right support, for the right sign. But if me and you are being super honest with each other, you're just delaying it. And I completely understand, because when you really decide to change your life, your family members are not going to understand why you're moving so different. Your friends are not going to see the same vision as you. And the people who know you longer are going to question why you're even trying. Yep. I've been there too. But it's because your family and your friends and the people that know you are just comfortable with the old version of you. You know that version that makes promises and he never keeps them? You know that person that always says, hey guys, I'm going to sign up for college, and everybody around him knows that it is such a lie. You know, we all have a friend like that, the one that makes those crazy, absurd promises and he never actually does them. So and then when he ends up telling his friends, hey guys, I'm gonna sign up for college, we all say, yeah, okay, good luck, yeah, okay, yeah, I believe you. But deep down you're like, he's capping, he's lying. We all have one of those. So are you that person as well though? Because until you have something to show for, don't expect them to believe in you. And that is just the reality. So, actions speak louder than words. You want people to believe you? Own up to the things you say. I'm gonna go to the gym. Okay. Go to the gym and show them that you're going to the gym. I'm going to sign up for college. Okay? Sign up for college. So remember, actions speak louder than words. So let me ask you something. Why are you waiting for people to support something that they haven't even seen you finish? Or why are you expecting validation when you haven't even committed? I want you to understand something. If you don't do it for yourself, who is going to do it for you? And I know you've heard this multiple times, but nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody is going to come and force discipline into your life. No one is going to come and hold your hand and say, come on, man, you got this. So I need you to wake up and decide that you are done relying on motivation. Because here's the thing, when we were younger, we would always have parents always cheering us on. Regardless whether we win in a sport or we lose, we would have somewhat of support from our coaches, from our parents, from our friends' parents. Whoever was there would always cheer us on. But now, you got older, there's nobody there. People are busy now, and life is real. So now no one can come and cheer you on. None of the parents can come, none of your friends. So whether you win or you lose, no one sees it. Yes, sure, graduation, all the big things that everybody does where family members have to be there, sure. But things that really matter to you, no one's there. Whether you win or you lose, it's just you. So why are you still acting like there is someone that's going to come and hold your hand and push you when you are trying to do something that none of your friends have ever done or none of your family members have ever accomplished? You are going to be the first to do this. It could be simple as going to university, going to college, getting a scholarship, or starting a side hustle. You could be the first in your family in these areas, and yet you're waiting for someone to cheer you on. And it's because the people around us do not understand what we are trying to do. Sometimes your closest friend is going to disagree with you with what you're trying to do. You can go and talk to your parents and they're going to think it's insane. Your friends are not going to understand what you're trying to do. Your family members are not going to understand. And that is okay, because the only person that understands is the man up above. He understands what you're trying to do. But here's the crazy part. Some people use all of those things, their friends not understanding what they're trying to do, their parents calling them crazy, and they use all of that and they use it as an excuse to stop. And I don't understand why. So if that is you, why do you do that? Why do you quit when no one is clapping for you? Why do you slow down when no one is supporting you? Why do you only show up for yourself when you feel supported? I honestly feel like you know the answer to at least some of those questions. Let me tell you something about myself. I come from an immigrant family. I am an immigrant. And I had to learn something at a very early age. My parents grew up surviving. They never grew up as dreamers. Because once we moved to Canada, this was the perfect life for my parents. This was it. All they have to do is work, collect a paycheck, and that was it. That was perfect. That was the dream life. They're not struggling. They're not suffering. They can buy food. They can afford whatever they can get. This was the dream. So every single time I would come up to my parents with this idea of starting businesses and trying to do this and trying to go to school for this, they wouldn't believe me. They never thought that I could. They thought everything I wanted to do was very unrealistic. And of course, when I was younger, I was like, you know what, my parents are right. I'm way over my head. But as I grew up, I was like, yo, I am playing very small right now. And the moment I stopped listening to all that and I'm like, holy crap, I just realized something. I realized that I was given a crazy opportunity that my parents never had. I have the chance to dream and create things and go after my dreams and honestly try to build something. I was brought in an environment and was raised in an environment where I have so many things that I can do. I'm not limited to what my parents had. I don't have the same problems that they had. I can literally do what I want to do if I just bet on myself and do my absolutely best to accomplish whatever I want to accomplish. And the same opportunities that I have, you also have those opportunities. You also have what I pretty much have: time, access, potential to do whatever I want to do. But the thing is, you have to stop pretending that you do not have access to all of those things. Everybody has access to time. Everybody has access to their own potential. If everybody has practically almost the same resources, if you go on YouTube, you can learn whatever you want to do. You can pay for courses to learn anything. But you have to stop pretending that you don't have any of those access or any resources. If you've made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I love making these type of content, and if you love watching them, please subscribe, leave a comment. I always look at the comments and I always get back with the people that have the most interesting things to say. It makes my day. Trust me, it does. Anyways, please enjoy the video. So you know what you have to start working on? And honestly, I am working on this currently right now. As I make this video, I've been working on this. You need to stop saying later. You need to stop. Because me and you damn well know what later means. Later means never. It really does. Secretly, it means never. Every single time I'm like, I'll do that later. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to forget it. Hey, let me fold my clothes. I'll do it later. And then you just leave it. Later turns into days. And then days turns into a week. And then sure, you'll get it. I don't know about y'all, about growing up. I had a couch. And this couch was like a couch where I can throw clothes on non-stop. It didn't matter. If I took clothes out of the laundry machine, I would literally grab the bucket, the laundry machine, the laundry basket, and I would dump it onto the couch, and I'll be like, all right, folded, good to go for the week, you know? But now it's just like, no, we're doing it now. We're not doing it later. We're doing it now. Because I know that if I say I'm going to do it later, sometimes later turns into never. Because you have to be honest with yourself. Like, when are you going to start taking the gym seriously? When are you going to start that business that you keep talking about? When are you going to stop brushing off those ideas that you keep having and not taking them seriously, or pretending that they don't matter to you? Like, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, how many times have you distracted yourself knowing that you are supposed to be doing something? We are all guilty of it. You know, when it comes to doing that little tedious task that you told yourself you're going to do, and all of a sudden, I want to do my laundry. All of a sudden, oh yeah, I remember I had to do this. Running around in a massive circle, but there is that one thing that you're supposed to do. Like, how many excuses have you made and called them valid, even though you know they're not? How many times have you said, I'm going to do it tomorrow, but deep down, you know that tomorrow is going to keep moving forward. You're going to keep pushing it. Tomorrow comes, I'll do it, then I'll do it the next day. The next day comes, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I'll do it the next day. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to like motivate you and make you feel a type of way. I'm just telling it to you straight. I'm just calling you out, because how else will you get better? Sometimes you need to call yourself out. I used to have my friends call me out. I used to have my coach call me out. But at some point, you're not always around your friends. You're not always around your coaches. So you need to become your own critic. You need to critique yourself. You need to be very honest with yourself, because the longer you avoid doing what you're supposed to do, the more the regrets are going to start piling up. And one day you are going to watch someone live the life that you keep postponing. And they're going to execute every single idea that you never wanted to commit to. They're going to become the person that you knew you could become. And guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be sitting there watching it happen and wishing that that could have been you. And you know what? That is painful. And I don't want that to be me. I don't want it to be you. And this is why we're having this conversation, so we make sure that that never happens. So stop doing it for other people. Stop waiting for other people's approval. Stop hoping that someone sees your potential, and start doing it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you don't answer to your parents. You do not answer to your friends. You answer to yourself. And the hardest conversation that you will ever have is with the future version of you that knew exactly what he was supposed to do, yet he never did it. So I'm gonna ask you one last time. Why aren't you doing the thing that you know you are supposed to be doing? And when you do it, make sure you do it for yourself. Guys, if you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, share it, leave a comment. I always look at the comments, and I will keep you in my prayers. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Peace.